Join me today as I look for wild horses at Assateague Island. Hi everybody, today I'm at Assateague Island. This is near Berlin, Maryland, or Ocean City, Maryland area. So this is considered a national seashore. You are charged a fee to get in here. It's a $25 fee, but I've got my America the Beautiful pass with me today, so my admission was free. So I always like to come up to the beach area to just see if there's a chance of the horses being here. A lot of times they'll be on the beach in the summer months, not so much the winter. Okay, so if you come to Assateague and you're looking for hiking, be aware that there's 3 trails here that you can hike. 2 of them are a boardwalk style trail, and this one, the Life of the Dunes trail, you're gonna be hiking over sand. We've got beautiful blue skies today. There's all these pine trees. And you really never know when you're hiking if you're going to run into a horse or not. The really nice thing about today is today I'm here by myself. And I do love being with my family. I visit here often with my parents. I visit here with my kids and my husband. But there's something so nice about being by yourself. I can film as long as I want today. I can stop and linger and take pictures, and I'm in control today. And that's the one thing I really love about solo hiking and going places by yourself. You're the boss for the day. So I have showed you this in a video before, but I still think it's really cool to revisit places like this. So this was an old highway that got destroyed in a storm, and it's one of the reasons that Assateague got protected today. So today the slabs are used by gulls to drop and crack clams, and they're remnants of Baltimore Boulevard, a 15-mile road built by developers in the 50s. And plans for this highway changed when the Ash One Day storm of 1962 damaged the road. You can see how the sides of the old highway are starting to crumble away. So I haven't seen any horses yet, but they're evidence that they are around. So if you've ever done any hiking over sand, you know that it definitely tires you out a little bit more and you move at a little bit of a slower pace. It's a really beautiful tree. It looks like it would be a good climbing tree here. So as you make your way along this one, just keep your eye out for these little markers that say trail. It's a little easy to get lost on this one. And then of course there's a lot of signs telling you not to go into the dunes. They want to keep you on the trail, so this is a pretty fragile environment that they need to protect. All right, so this trail is kind of like a big loop, and we're just back on the same shared portion that's going to lead us right to the parking lot. Like I said, this one is short and sweet. Gives you a chance to walk through the sand. It gives you a chance to potentially see horses, which I didn't, unfortunately. But you can kind of see all the unique dune life and plants, and it's definitely very peaceful. All right, so my advice if you're visiting Assateague is to take your time, drive slow if you're looking for the horses, and drive up and down every road in the park. There's not that many roads, but you want to make sure you go to the Bayside area, you go up here to the Life of the Dunes trail, you go to kind of drive through the campground, everywhere you can kind of think of, because they really do change where they're hanging out, and it's easy to just kind of drive the main road and say like, oh, I don't see any horses. So take your time, go slow, check out all the areas, and you're bound to spot some horses. Okay, so now I'm at the second hiking location. This is Life of the Forest Trail. This one's boardwalk very easy, so let me show you what this is like. So one of the things that I love about Assateague is it's accessible for a lot of people. My parents enjoy walking here on the boardwalk trails when I come with them. When my kids were younger, you could push a baby stroller. So really nice that everybody can get out and enjoy these places. You can see things are really thawing around here, but there is still some ice because it was just so cold. Okay, so as I was saying, you come out on the boardwalk. There's a few different areas where you can go down and observe different things, but then here at the end, you have this beautiful observation platform. You have places to sit if you want, and look at these views of the marsh. All right, so you might be thinking to yourself, Sarah, you've showed us Assateague before. To me, Assateague Island is one of these just timeless places. I come here multiple seasons, multiple times a year. I can't get enough of it here. I just love seeing the wild horses. It's great for bird watching. Like I said, it's wonderful for easy hikes. You can camp on the beach here if you wanted to. You can camp on the bayside. You're gonna have to deal with bugs in the summer. Fantastic for kayaking. I think, you know, sometimes with YouTube I get hung up on I've got to go new places, I've got to show new things, but sometimes if you're like a lot of us, we have those tried and true places of nature, those favorite places we love to go that you can go a million times and never be bored with and always see something new. And for me, Assateague Island is one of those places. I also think it's really neat to look out on this marsh and just see all the different footprints. Who's been moving through this mud out there? So it's been a little while since I brought this up, but I do offer channel memberships on my YouTube page, and this is just basically a way to kind of support me as a creator. So I offer the membership at $1.99 a month, and it's just a way to let me know if you like my videos, if you like what I'm doing here, if you find that maybe I've inspired you to get outside, or maybe I've showed you a new place, or maybe I've shared some helpful information about YouTube. I would love it if you would join our channel member community. I've got 5 different channel members right now, and even if you can't join me at the channel membership, one of the things that you can do to help me is to go check out my awesome channel member pages. So I've got 5 channel members, and I'm gonna have their descriptions and some links in this video to some of my favorite videos of theirs. And it's kind of funny that people that joined as channel members are channels that I watch on a regular basis. And I think they're channels that you would love too if you haven't checked them out yet. A little bit of channel member support really helps me keep the channel going, buy the gear I need, get to the places I want to show you. And I'm very, very grateful. Even if you can't support me as a channel member, I'm grateful to everybody that watches and comments. You really do help keep me going. How cute is this little naturalist shack? In the summer months, they have a lot of different programs for children and things here, but I just think it's adorable right here near the water. And then of course, as you look across here, you can see 3 different horses. We've got 1 laying down and then 2 standing there. So I'm gonna get some better pictures and video for you here. So you can see how clear the bay is here. So if you have your crabbing license, you can actually crab along here in the summer, and I've seen a lot of people do that. They have this little handy measuring station here to show you they have to be 5 inches minimum, so you can hold the point to point up here and see if it fits. So many nice places to walk and just get close to the water. It says Boathouse U.S. Lifesaving Service Station, so let's look what this says. So the surfmen of the U.S. Lifesaving Station were real heroes. Come hurricane or nor'easter, they scan the horizon for ships in distress. They bravely risk their lives to rescue shipwrecked mariners and passengers, conducting both beach and sea rescues. The boathouse is the only surviving structure on Assateague Island associated with the U.S. Lifesaving Service. It was moved here from its original location at Pope's Island, and this shows the crew in 1910. The endless days of repetitive drills and maintenance paid off. During the 40 years of service from 1875 to 1915, 4 life-saving stations operated on Assateague Island. They responded to more than 250 incidents, and only 2 resulted in the loss of life. That's pretty amazing for when you figured they didn't have all the technological advances that we have now. Must have been such a scary job. We'll see if maybe we can peek in the side. I'm not sure. Nope. I also think it's kind of fascinating to see what happens to the wood when it's exposed to the water. You've got all these little tiny holes in it. And then if you look here, you've got these barnacles. All right, so now we're at the Life of the Marsh Trail. I've got to say it's pretty cool. I'm pulling into these parking lots and I'm the only person here. So as you walk along here, there's a lot of different information. It says about the smell of decay in a marsh is actually healthy. It's a sign of a healthy ecosystem. And I actually think this is a good thing to keep in mind. If you've ever been bitten by a greenhead fly, they are so painful. I've got a lot of memories of swimming in the bay as a child and just getting bitten by these. But it says they're an important food source for birds, so that helps me feel a little bit better about it. So I had mentioned this in some of my other videos, but we really had a very long cold snap, very long cold period, and you can see here in this shallow bay, there's still some ice. It looks like it's breaking up pretty fast because we had about 50-degree day here yesterday. So you can see it's just slush and everything, but it's pretty crazy to see the ice along here. All right, so this is your reminder. In the summer, yes, you have the heat, but you have the crowds. In the winter, if you can put up with a little cold, you're going to have complete solitude and isolation. And I really love that. It's an introvert's dream. So this is your reminder. Push yourself, get out there this winter, and you will be rewarded with having the place all to yourself. Look at this incredible view. A little bit of ice here, and then in this direction, there's an island out there. So I don't know if this is going to show up on the GoPro, but you can see just tiny little footprints all throughout this mud area. Something really fun that we have coming up over spring break is that my sister and I are going to just the moms, we're just going to take our kids camping. And she's got some young kids, so we decided that we would do glamping. So we're going to go to Chincoteague, Virginia, which is going to also have wild horses, but it's kind of like the different side of the island, the Virginia portion of the wildlife refuge over there. So we're going to do a glamping trip. I wanted to do like the traditional glamping tent, but there is 6 of us and the limit on that was 5, so we couldn't quite all fit. So we have a glamping cottage, so I'm really interested to see what that's like. It's got a waterfront view, so we're gonna go and explore the wildlife refuge. It's still gonna be chilly, and we'll show you what kind of amenities this kind of like glamping resort has to offer. So I kind of talked about this earlier, but when you're on a hard surface like a boardwalk or concrete or things like that, and you see all these smashed clam shells, you know what's happening. It's the gulls that are taking these and they're dropping them to break them, and then they're eating the meat out of them. And you can see they really use surfaces like this to their advantage. So if you're looking to hike a little bit more at Assateague, do the 3 trails in the park, and then also check out this short little trail by the visitor center. Some of my favorite features of this hike is the amazing kind of tunnel of trees you go through at the initial part. I'm going to show you what I mean. So you've got these water views, you can hear all the birds out there, and you've got this amazing tree tunnel. How cool is this? And I don't know why, maybe it's from the wind blowing off the water that has created the trees in this kind of bent down archway shape, this tree tunnel, but it's really beautiful to walk through. So this trail is about a 1-mile loop that goes to a historic home. During certain times of the year, this is open and you can tour the house and the museum. They have all kinds of programs here. It's the winter time, so everything's pretty much closed up, but it's still beautiful to walk around and look at the grounds. As always, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate all your comments, all your support, and I hope you love seeing Assateague. Have a great day, everybody.